I lay on a freezing hospital bed fighting for every breath while the heart monitor beeped out my dwindling life. When the doctor called my parents to tell them I might not survive the night, my mother answered with total coldness and said, "We are busy right now. Your sister needs us more." They did not show up that night or the next day. A week later, they finally walked into my hospital room expecting to find me desperate for their love. Instead, my bed was completely empty, and sitting on the folded sheets was a single note that permanently destroyed our family. Growing up, I was always the invisible child in our house. My younger sister, Chloe, was treated like royalty while I was treated like a burden. If Chloe wanted a new dress, my parents bought 3. If I needed basic school supplies, I was told to work harder and make do. I worked 2 jobs to put myself through college and built a successful career completely on my own without a single dollar of help from them. Yet no matter how much I achieved, my parents only cared about Chloe, who constantly demanded money and attention for her self-created drama. The breaking point happened on a rainy Tuesday evening when a drunk driver ran a red light and plowed directly into my car. The impact shattered my ribs, collapsed my lung, and left me unconscious in a pool of blood. Emergency responders rushed me to the ICU, and doctors fought for hours to stabilize my internal bleeding. Knowing I was in critical condition, the lead surgeon used my phone to call my mother. He told her clearly that your daughter is in critical condition and tonight might be her last night alive. My mother did not even ask which hospital I was in. She simply sighed and said, "Chloe is stressed about her upcoming party, so we are busy right now. Your sister needs us more." Then she hung up the phone. The surgeon was stunned by her sheer lack of empathy. For 7 straight days, I fought for my life alone in that cold ICU room. Not a single member of my family called or came to visit. The hospital nurses became my real family, wiping my tears and holding my hand when the pain became unbearable. During those long sleepless nights, I finally realized a painful truth. Blood does not make a family, and love is an action, not a word. I realized I had spent my entire life begging for affection from people who viewed me as disposable. By day 5, I made a firm decision that I would no longer play the victim. I asked my lawyer to come to my hospital room and prepare legal documents. I revoked all family contact privileges, cut my parents out of my will entirely, and transferred all my assets into a legal trust managed by people who actually cared about me. On the 7th day, I was officially discharged. I left the hospital quietly and checked into a recovery suite in another city. Later that afternoon, my parents finally strolled into the hospital room expecting to see me lying in bed waiting for their pity. But the room was totally empty. The bed was neatly made, and lying right in the center was a single sealed envelope addressed to them. My mother opened the note with irritation, expecting a desperate apology. Inside was a short letter that read as follows: "You were too busy when I was dying, so do not waste your time now that I am living. I have legally removed you from my life, changed my name, and transferred all my wealth away from your reach. Do not look for me, because to me you died the night you chose Chloe over my life." When my parents read those words, panic finally set in. They realized that the daughter they ignored was the only one who had ever taken care of them financially behind the scenes. They tried calling my phone repeatedly, but the number was permanently disconnected. They went to my apartment only to find it completely cleaned out. They lost their daughter forever because of their own cruelty and bias. Today, I am living a peaceful, successful life surrounded by people who truly value me. Never stay where you are merely tolerated when you deserve to be celebrated. Cutting toxic family members out of your life is not an act of revenge, it is an act of self-preservation. When people show you that you mean nothing to them, believe them the first time and walk away with your head held high.